I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. Young Dro is opening up about his previous past with drugs. Dro was a recent guest on the Breakfast Club alongside his bankhead partner T.I., and as Young Dro decided to open up about his past with drugs, which led him to rehab, as Young Dro even went as far as to admitting that his daughter struggled with drugs, which pretty much was rock bottom for Atlanta's own. One of Young Dro's partners that was in the room during his Breakfast Club interview seemingly randomly started laughing. We're now finding out that this was a comedian in the Atlanta area named K-Dub. And I mean, K-Dub was laughing to the point where Young Dro turned around and said, "Yo, bro, we cool and all, but I'm gonna slap you." Now, Dro and K-Dub did work out their differences in the interview. They left the interview together, but clearly that was a soft spot for Dro. I've never seen anything like that take place in an interview with people that were friends. I've seen altercations in interviews, but never between guys that came in the room with one another. It was very weird, very awkward. The Breakfast Club was kind of looking on awkwardly. K-Dub did admit on Instagram that he wasn't laughing at Dro's admission of his daughter having her bouts with drugs, but he said it was something else. I've never seen anything like it. I just want to catch you guys up for those who are not familiar. Since Dro wasn't able to finish that conversation on the Breakfast Club, Dro went on Vlad TV and said, "As I sit before you, I'm 100% clean of everything. 17 months. I'm working on 2 years." And then he said it's still a struggle to actually maintain his sobriety because he lives a hip hop party life. He goes out at night. He pays his bill at clubs and concerts where his peers are smoking and drinking, popping champagne, and all that lifestyle is there. To navigate through it, I feel like I've been on this journey for 5 years already, and that's just because what I've seen in the night. To fight through that is like going through the terrain in Africa in the jungle, said Young Dro. And Young Dro now has a new song with his partner T.I. and Kirk Franklin entitled "Thank God," in which Dro is continuously still discussing some of his bouts that he's been able to fight through. You know, Young Dro has always been one of the most talented artists to come through Atlanta. I appreciate Young Dro opening up about something that I'm hearing a lot about. Ladies and gentlemen, behind the scenes, I have been told multiple times over that yes, drugs are prevalent in hip hop culture all over, but I'm hearing some very crazy stories coming out of Atlanta, which we know has been one of the staples in music for quite some time. People are telling me that Atlanta's artists, the top tier artists that you've listened to for some even a decade now, a lot of these artists are really struggling with drugs right now, like really struggling. I'm not gonna put anybody out there by name. That's not my place, but I am hearing that more than in the past, because we always know drugs are things, part of the culture. Most rappers talk about drugs. But I'm hearing some very scary and alarming stories coming out of Atlanta. And if you look at some of the more prevalent cases and things that have taken some of our premier acts away from Atlanta, that took a little steam away from Atlanta over the last couple years, most of those stories can be attached to drugs. Just being honest. There's no other way to spin it. And I'm hearing some stories that are coming out of Atlanta that kind of support that. Like, Atlanta is struggling with drugs. I'm just telling y'all what it is, and I'm happy that Young Dro, one of their own, somebody that's had immense success, had a couple of different runs throughout his career, is letting you know I would be a bigger deal, maybe, if not for that battle that I'm dealing with drugs. I think it's great. I hate that his partner was laughing at him. I'm a jokester. I like joking all the time, and I'm a self-deprecator, right? So I'm a dude that always is laughing at myself, especially with my partners. I love joking about me. Like, I don't take myself too serious. So I love a great joke. I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. I didn't understand what was funny. It could have been an inside joke. I'm not a friend of Young Dro or K-Dubs or T.I.'s, but I was trying to figure out what was the joke. The man was talking about his past usage of drugs, overdosing, and then even went into his daughter having a serious bout with drugs, and I didn't understand what could have been funny. Like, I didn't even understand the potential in the joke, right? Let me know your thoughts. Very weird exchange. I'm happy that cooler heads prevailed. Time, love, and support is what your boy never take for granted. I'm out. All right, y'all. The NFL season is here. Head over to Underdog Fantasy. Use my promo code Ferro. You can already make your picks for the entire season. Here are some guys that I believe are going to have great years. If your picks are correct, you're going to win a lot of cheese. Use my promo code Ferro. Tell me when you did it. I might even give you a free copy of Madden 25 or NCAA College Football 25.